Hey folks, welcome into PostCard Travel TV. I'm Lou, this is Amy, that's Dennis, and we are your travel gurus. We're going to help you with all things travel related. We got a special topic today though, because one of the things that you guys focus on at PostCard Travel is cruising.
Yes.
Big cruisers over here. And there's a lot of folks out there that have always wanted to take a cruise and just haven't taken the leap yet because it's daunting. They don't understand. So what is it about cruising? Why do people want to take a cruise? Why should they take a cruise? And is it really as ominous as it seems to do that?
Well, cruising can be scary if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to it. Are you flying there or you're driving there? Where are you parked? Then you get on there. Do you need a passport? Then stuff. Why take a cruise? That's a very good question because most people, over 50% of the people that take their first cruise book another one that year because of the customer service, the cleanliness, the way they're treated, all inclusive. They don't have to worry once they get on the ship.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, do you know why I like it?
Why?
I'll speak to moms out there. If you go to an Airbnb or if you travel to a hotel, we're still cooking. We're still trying to do laundry. Where if you go on a cruise ship, there's someone to cook, make your bed, clean the room, and it's great for moms.
Yeah, there's nothing you have to do.
So I love to do that. So that's why I like to do it.
Yeah, that's a great reason. I like it because I think of the cruise ship as a hotel that moves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I don't have to pack and go someplace and drive anywhere once I'm on the ship. It just takes me from point A to point B, and there's always something to do once I get there.
Correct. And you know, you're going to different destinations where if you flew, you would have to get a hotel, pack, then fly to another destination,
Right.
pack again. So it's a one-stop shop is like what I like to say it is. So.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey, Lou, it's actually changed over the years. Cruise ships used to take you to the destination. Now cruise ships are the destination.
Yeah.
So you can still go to ports. Yes, there's a lot of people that stay on because the ships are so big now. They have nice amenities, pools, different things to do, activities. If you just want to read a book, just libraries, just everything just taken care of, and there's no outside influence.
Yeah.
You actually leave home. You don't worry about the bills. You don't worry about the
That's a good
broken thing
point.
in the lawn being mowed. You don't worry about that. You actually forget. And my family used to say Dad was a different person because I used to say I forgot I had a job.
Well, I am gonna say this. I've known you for a long time, and there's definitely a cruise Dennis. That is different from the regular.
That's true.
You know,
People said that,
there's
yes.
cruise Dennis. But here's the thing: there's a cruise you too. You just have to get on the ship, and it's amazing because I find that as the days go by that I'm on the ship, everything starts to melt away, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you get to the end of that cruise, you're just in a groove. You're just
You're in
kind of
a
like,
groove, yeah.
you know, going to dinner every night, you're going to the casino, you're doing your thing out there. Now, so what are some of the things people need to think about then when they're planning a cruise? And you know, honestly, what are the things that you do for them as real travel agents?
Well, also it's multifamily.
Oh.
I wanted to say that too.
Okay.
So if you have grandma and grandpa going, you have young kids, you have teenagers, you have the parents, we need to make sure there's a ship that works for all of those people. And there is.
Yeah.
So when you're traveling together like that, you want to make sure that there's things for everyone that's traveling together to do.
Right.
And that's why another reason a cruise is a phenomenal vacation to take.
But that's why you want a real travel agent for that reason, because you know the different ships out there. You know, we'd just be guessing, but you guys know.
Yeah.
So we qualify that. So a good travel agent, doesn't matter it's with PostCard Travel, but we do this for a living. So we really know what we're doing. But we qualify them. We find out what their dislikes are first and what are their likes. Are there any special needs? There's things that are deal breakers. And then we plan it. I just heard Amy on the phone the other day says you don't want that ship because that ship had no slides, nothing for kids. And they were trying to go to Europe on this. And Amy says, no, it's the wrong ship for you with kids. And so we will tailor that to make it the perfect vacation. That's the difference. So Cruising 101, yes, difficult at first when you look at it, sometimes scary for new cruisers.
Yeah.
Somebody hasn't been, but if you get a good agent, they will take those fears away from you. They will take those worries away from you. And we get people that call us every other day on their cruise.
Yeah, and I want to talk to you and ask questions. That was okay. So this is one I think a lot of people out there who have never traveled before, or haven't traveled much, or haven't left the country want to know: do I have to have a passport if I'm taking a cruise?
So that depends. Caribbean, let's just deal with the United States. So if you're doing what's called a closed loop cruise, that means you leave from a U.S. port, return to the same port.
Right.
You don't need a passport for all the allied countries like in the Caribbean and so forth, going to Canada. But where you do need it, if you go to international and some other countries, or if it's a one-way cruise going to another country, it's not coming back to the same port.
Right.
That's a misconception. So in the Caribbean, generally, if you're going to take a cruise and it's new to you, original birth certificate, government ID is all you need to go.
Which that only applies to U.S. citizens.
Oh, okay.
If you are
Yeah,
a non-U.S.
true.
citizen, you will need a passport to go to those.
Okay.
Or
So,
visas, depending on where you're coming from.
okay. So if somebody's watching us and they're seeing us on the internet somewhere, or they're not from the United States, but they want to book through you,
Correct.
that's something for them to know. Is like you're going to need your passport from your country.
Valid passport.
Yeah.
And current passport more than 6 months out before travel.
Right.
So it has to be at least 6 months still remaining on the passport
By the
before
time
it
you get back.
expires.
Yeah.
Yep. Otherwise, you're not
And
going.
people do ask, why is that? Because let's say you got sick and you had to stay there and it was past your 6 months. You have to make sure that that passport is active enough to fly back.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So for the people out there that are brand new cruisers that have never done it before, the easiest, the best, the safest way to do this is to go to a real travel agent, to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing. And so you're not sitting, because it's so tempting now with the internet to just go to the website and just scroll through things and look, but you don't know what you're looking at. Dennis and I were talking about for the show, and then one of the things we were discussing was how you don't know what you don't know.
Correct.
If you've never done it before, you're not going to know, folks. So we're going to take a break here in just about 40 seconds. I just want everybody out there to know that if you want to know more about cruising and how to do it, you can reach out to us at PostCard Travel Planning, and there's actually a URL on the screen that you're going to be able to access, or use that QR code. And when people go to the QR code, you've got a lot of choices there to join our travel club, register for the free cruise that we're going to be giving away. Lots of other things on there to get information and ways that you can plan your trips best. And if you're ready, even if right now you're watching this, you're going like, I like what you're saying, I want to book a cruise right now, there's even a link on there for that, isn't there? Yeah. All right.
We will walk them through, Lou, all the way
Everything.
through from everything. Evenings, if you need to call us in the evening, call us, because that's when most people are thinking about it.
Yeah.
8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I'll take you.
All right. We're going to be right back in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hey folks, welcome back into the PostCard Travel TV show. I'm still Lou, this is still Dennis. We're going to talk about something that I didn't even know was a thing, and that's getting free cruises.
Yeah.
Free travel. How do you go about doing that with the cruise lines? Because I think there's several different ways that this works.
Yes, there is. There's a lot of ways. First off, join a loyalty program. Loyalty program offers you incentives, discounts, but the longer you cruise, the longer you do something in a loyalty program, or the more you spend, you get.
Okay.
That's number one.
Number one.
Two is you could always win. There's raffles out there all the time, giveaways. When you see one, you need to put in, because cruises sometimes they give away some really, really good cruises, and they're expensive sometimes.
So those are legit.
Legit, yes.
Oh.
Actually, PostCard Travel gives away several cruises to charity every year. Every year we donate.
And we're giving one away for if you join our travel club. But
Thanks
we'll get into
to
that again
Amy.
later.
Yes, their travel club.
And what's the next one?
So the giveaways, and then you can do large groups or casinos. Casinos they're consistent across the lines.
Yeah.
Casinos, and kind of explain that. You want me to explain?
No,
that?
explain it.
Okay. So in casino programs, they have awards programs. So
Right.
not only your loyalty program, you also have like Casino Royale and Royal Caribbean. Use them as just one example. But all of them have that if they have a casino. So for every $5 you spend on a slot machine, you get 1 point.
Okay.
And as those points add up, those things can give you a cruise certificate, which I have one actually right here. This is an actual Royal Caribbean cruise certificate. And it starts at like 200 points, 400, 600, 800, 1200, 2000, goes up. The higher it goes, the more cruises you get, and the more benefits you get in that.
Okay.
So that's a really, really smart way if you like to gamble a little bit and have fun.
Yeah, and actually what we're going to do is we're going to put on a screen an example of some of the free cruises that you can get with the points. Because, I mean, so here's a crazy thing. Yeah. I did not belong to a loyalty program for the casino until we did this last cruise with you guys. And Dennis was like, you've got to sign up for this. You have to sign up for this, and we got to get you up to a certain number of points. And really, I only gambled like a couple of nights, and I'm already qualified for free cruises. So and you can see on the example we're showing you, like, you don't need to have that many points. And it's funny how, like, I think I was up to 800 points, and so I've got a couple of different, like 150 options.
Yeah.
It was a lot, but then in the meantime, you guys who have considerably more points. You have like 1,000 options for cruises.
It is a. I call it in a casino. There's really 3 ways to gamble, right? Just have some money go in, and you don't care what happens, just have fun.
Yeah.
And then there's in there to earn points, if you want to earn points to get stuff. And then there's the combination of those two. Amy and I live off the combination, and I handle all the casino stuff for our agency.
Yeah.
And we also teach classes on it to have more fun, save a little bit of money, maybe win a little bit more,
right,
and have a lot more fun, but get some bonuses and some free stuff.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I didn't realize, because I always thought like if you went into a casino, it was either you win or you lose, and that's it. But that's not the case, because you'll be ahead sometimes, you'll be behind sometimes, but you're accumulating all these points while you're there. So at the end of the day, if you wind up getting a free cruise, all of a sudden that money that you were gambling, not so much of a gamble at that point. And you know what's funny too? It's not just on cruise ships. It applies to regular casinos as well, that all over the place, your Hard Rocks and all the others that are out there.
Well, we do that, and we teach that too, because now, like with MGM partnering with Royal Caribbean, so MGM hotels, you got Hard Rock partnering with them.
Yeah.
And the different ones with the different cruises. Norwegian, I think, is with Caesars. Yes, you can earn and you can double. So you can be at a land-based casino and be earning points.
Right.
And brings me to the next point. Every year, we get a couple times, we get called to Hard Rocks or some of the other casinos, and they give us a cruise certificate, which is good for sometimes 7 to 10 day cruise.
Whoa.
We've gotten Holland America, Royal, we've gotten Carnival cruise certificates that they give you just for playing in there. But got to get out, and you got to get the program signed up.
You got to play to win, as they say. Okay, what's a TCC?
Tour conductor credit.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so that's on the travel side. The tour conductor credit for travel agents that book a lot of cruises, they can get a tour conductor credit, which means they give them a little bit of incentive commission back.
Okay.
Or they can use it as getting a cabin, a discounted cabin, or sometimes a free cabin. And it also can apply to just anybody who books. If you have a large group,
right,
you could work with the cruise line or your travel professional, and if you get a bunch of rooms, get you on there for free.
Okay, so that's what you were telling me the other day, that if I have a group and I want to travel and I want to book through you, and we book enough rooms, there's going to be free rooms in there somewhere.
Yeah, the agency can choose what they do with the TC credit.
Whether we want to use it for something else or for part of the group or whatever.
And another side of it that we deal with all the time, and it's growing right now, is business travel.
Yeah.
So let's say you work for company ABC, and ABC company wants to take a bunch of their employees, 50 of their employees, on a cruise.
Right.
They can also incentivize, and they do business trips. I call them work cruise.
Yeah.
And so we set up rooms, we have training on there, and they just get away. And the company, a lot of times, will pay for their rooms, and typically it's based on 2 persons. So if you and I were going, and the company was paying for it,
right,
you could bring your spouse for free. Because it's normally based on 2 people in a cabin. Okay. Or very small upcharge. So businesses, don't forget, if you're in a big business, you can give us a call, because we do a whole business section on getting people to do morale cruises, but also business trips where they actually work on the ship for a while, but at night they're with their family and have fun.
See, that's awesome. And remember,
another
folks,
free cruise.
yeah, love the food. Free is for me. But folks, I just want to remind everybody out there that's watching us right now that you can reach out to us here at PostCard Travel Planning and book your next cruise, your next vacation, your flights, your hotels, everything that you want. All you've got to do is either use the URL that's on the screen right now to get to the website, or scan that QR code. Yeah. You know what? If you're doing that anyway, you might as well join our travel club, okay? And because remember, the people that join the travel club, you're going to get our newsletter. You're going to find out about all the steals and deals that are out there for these trips, but you're also going to be registered for that free trip for 2, that cruise for 2, that's going to be coming up soon. And we're going to announce exactly where that is and when it's going to be, but you've got to register to get in on it, all right? So we're going to take a quick break right now, and we'll be back in just a few moments with the next segment on our show. We're going to talk about the drink of the week. Hey folks, welcome back into the PostCard Travel TV show. I'm still Lou, that's still Dennis, and we've got Amy back with us now.
Amy's back.
And actually, between segments, you were actually booking travel for somebody.
Working, yes.
That's not something we're just saying. She was
really
really doing that. Now, our last segment, we talked about casinos and loyalty and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dennis, you had a couple points you wanted to add.
Yeah, so when we're generally speaking here, because there are differences on the cruise. Now, I'll go back to the slots earning points, because people get confused when I say for every $5 you get 1 point. But if you put, like, let's say $100 in a machine, and you might play for 30, 40 minutes.
Right.
You're going to win a little bit of money, lose a little bit of money, but you're cycling $5 over and over. So you're not buying the points. You will get lots of points in putting $100 in the machine, cycling through with some wins. Also, the table games are factored differently, and it depends on how long you play, how much you're playing, what table game. And then, of course, video poker is 10 to 1. So every $10, 1 point. Slots 5 to 1. Slots are where you make the quickest points.
I learned
that goes across the board for land-based casinos too.
I learned that. Okay, well, that's good tips right there for that.
Good tips.
Let's move in to one of our weekly segments here, and this one is one of my favorites. It's the deal of the week. Amy, what do you got for us this week?
So this week we're doing Utopia of the Seas on Royal Caribbean. It's July 10th through the 13th. We have phenomenal group rates, and that's based on double occupancy.
Okay.
But just remember, we always have deals.
Yeah.
Always have deals. But so this is the deal that we're running this week. It's a few $100s off than what you can find online, depending on what cabin you book.
Hey, a few $100s is a few $100, no matter how you look at it.
And spend it in the casino.
And spend it in the casino and get some of those points and maybe get a free cruise. Speaking of free cruises, by the way, I want to remind everybody about our travel club. If you just click that QR code on the screen there, you're going to go to a web page. It's going to have lots of options on it.
Yes.
But the deal with that is that you're going to be able to register for our travel club. You're going to be able to get a newsletter. It's going to have all the steals and deals on it that you're going to be able to take advantage of. And it's going to register you for a free cruise for 2 at some point in the future that we're going to be giving away. Okay.
Yes.
So just something I want to throw in there, just so you're going to be ready for that. Now, we do have another weekly feature that we do here, and this one is my favorite.
I know it is.
Question.
Yeah, it's mine too.
It's our drink of the week segment, and I'm just going to tell you. So the way this works is that when they're on cruises, and these guys are on cruises at like 3 weeks a month or something like that. They're working, but they're still out there cruising. But part of that is Dennis is out getting content, and he goes to the bars on the ship, and they all have specialty drinks that they make, and Dennis has them make one for him, the drink of the week. What's the drink of this week?
Far from Manhattan.
Far from Manhattan. Okay, so Dennis on the high seas. Let's take a look at this.
Hey guys, it's Dennis from PostCard Travel Planning coming to you with our drink of the week. And we are at the Mason Jar, which is an exclusive bar only on 3 Royal Caribbean ships. And today we're on Utopia of the Seas, and it's on Wonder of the Seas, and now Allure of the Seas. And we got Roderick today to show us our Far from Manhattan. All right, Roderick, where are you from?
From the Philippines.
From the Philippines.
Yes.
And the Far from Manhattan has what in it?
Brown sugar bourbon.
Yep.
Then the sweet vermouth.
Yep.
And with some bitters.
And bitters. All right.
And the garnish with the candied bacon and with the cherries.
And he's making sure he's just right. That's our Alan over there. Let's go. All right, this looks amazing. Nice job. All right, we got to cheers it. Cheers. Thank you, Roderick. Appreciate that. And here it is, the Far from Manhattan. And the bacon is probably the best. It's the best touch off, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all these guys up here are amazing at Mason Jar. What's different about this, it's got a country setting to it, like a United States country, Florida vibe. Great food over here. There's a restaurant on the other side, but a great bar, great chairs. All right, we got to cheers it.
All right, I got to say, I like an old-fashioned, especially a smoked old-fashioned, but this one looked really particularly good, Dennis. Why? What's different?
So, first off, it's that the Mason Jar can only be found on 3 ships with Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas, Utopia of the Seas, and Wonder of the Seas. Great bar. Country theme. So what's in there is brown sugar bourbon they use, obviously sweet vermouth. They put in some bitters. Excellent way to make a drink, and you got to watch how they do it. It's special. And then they add candied bacon, which is my favorite. Now, I will tell you, I would have never jumped out and said, oh, that's going to be the drink for me. Actually, a friend of ours, Dan Klein with Travel Host, he's introduced me to it, and now every time we get on one of those ships, we just go there first. Mason Jar.
Yes.
You can get chicken and waffles, you can get chicken pot pie there, chicken sandwich, but you can get the best drinks, country themed bourbons for sure.
And a little tidbit late at night when you're having a drink and sometimes you like a little snack.
Yeah.
I love pimento cheese and crackers. They have that there. I like to have it with my drink. So just a little hidden little gem they have there. So.
My wife Kelly, who's our director, loves pimento cheese.
She would love that
crackers.
pimento cheese.
Like she just said in my ear, she goes, "Why, yes,
Yes.
I do."
So we got to go on Utopia so we can have that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why Amy's the brains and I'm the good looks
That's right.
of the business. Amy, that's a tip. That is a tip.
Yeah.
Because up till 12 o'clock, you can order 5 minutes to 12. You can order a chicken sandwich there. You're not doing that anywhere else.
Yeah.
And they're
That's
going to take
amazing.
care of you. They're so good up there. Yeah. Good tip. You make bad decisions at night, had a few drinks,
Yep.
go there, get a chicken
Get a
sandwich,
snack.
get some pimento and cheese.
That's
But
right.
see, that's the fun of cruising, is that you learn all these things, you find things out, but it's so much better if you have a real travel agent that tells you in advance, hey, when you're on that ship, make
Yep.
sure you go to
Yes.
the mason jar and do that. Like the last cruise we were on Icon of the Seas, you were like, we got to go to Players because they have the best chicken wings.
Yes.
And you know what? They do.
They do.
That's
Yes.
the incredible part about that. All right,
Yes.
guys. Well, we're going to wrap up our show for this week. This has been a lot of fun. It's
been
We
great.
had a great
Yes.
time, guys. We're here every Sunday from 11:30 to noon right here on Binge TV. We'll be back next week with more drinks of the week, another deal of the week, and more great information for everybody out there. And remember, if you ever need to contact us, if you want to talk to Amy, you want to talk to Dennis, I don't know why you'd want to talk to me, but if you did, you could go to the URL that's on the screen right there. You can go to the website or use that QR code. Join the travel club.
That's right.
Get the newsletter, get all the information, and register for that free trip. So, till next time, guys, fair seas, and we'll be here next week again, 11:30, right here on
See you
Binge
then.
TV. Everybody, take care.